I did, and it was good. Let's get this over with, man, because it is cold.
Okay.
Oh my gosh!
We'll talk about seminary duty after.
Welcome to the Backyard Musing, broadcasting live. Like I'm
Winter's
so
here,
cold. Yeah. I don't even know where we are.
5:30 this morning was 24 degrees.
That's where I was there. I was at seminary security. It was cold, man.
Crazy.
Okay. Trouble for non-binary identifiers. If you're cisgender, if you're spirit, if you're not male or female, trouble for you. Research from the Autism Research Center at the University of Cambridge has found that sex differences in brain structure are present from birth. Is that
I just want to throw this out.
Incredible.
I don't believe I've ever met anybody that is at least not a male or female when they were born, other than an animal, maybe. I don't know, but animals too, right? I mean, they don't have any issues.
No, they don't have issues. No.
So, short little story. Well, go ahead and finish your thing, and I'll tell you.
Okay, on average, male infants have larger overall brain volumes than female infants. That shows you females. However, when accounting for total brain size, female infants tend to have significantly more gray matter, while male infants have significantly more white matter. The findings of the study, the largest to date to investigate this question, are published in the Journal Biology of Sex Differences. Would you like to know more?
Okay. Gray matter consists... Yeah, I'll tell it after.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Gray matter consists of neuron cell bodies and dendrites, playing a key role in processing and interpreting information related to sensation, perception, learning, speech, and cognition. In contrast, white matter is composed of axons, long nerve fibers that connect neurons across different brain regions, enabling communication throughout the brain. Yumna Khan, a PhD student at the Autism Research Center.
Let's go with it.
I didn't even know they had one of those, but I'm glad they do. Who led the study said, quote, "Our study settles an age-old question of whether male and female brains differ at birth. We know there are differences in the brains of older children and adults, but that's obvious.
Yeah.
But our findings show that they are already present in the earliest days of life."
Yeah, so what I want to know, a serious question, because I had a buddy of mine, twins, in high school growing up. One was, they're both boys, but one was, flamboyant.
A little on the feminine side?
Flamboyant side.
Okay.
But this study is saying, and I love both of them. I mean, they're friends, twins. And it says that they're different, male and female at birth. So how does that happen where they become more flamboyant? And I'm using that word, to...
I don't know. That whole thing just kind of baffles me. So
that's why I think this research is so fascinating that I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Quote, because these sex differences are evident so soon after birth, they might in part reflect biological sex differences during prenatal brain development, which then interact with environmental experiences over time to shape further sex differences in the brain. And remember, we did a segment on how the baby hijacks the mom to tell the mom, I need nutrients. Remember we did that segment?
Oh, yeah, through the placenta.
Yeah, through the placenta, an organ.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, that was an end quote. One problem that has plagued past research in this area is sample size. The Cambridge team tackled this by analyzing data from the Developing Human Connectome project, where infants receive an MRI brain scan soon after birth. Wow. Having over 500 newborn babies in the study means that statistically, the sample is ideal for detecting sex differences if they are present.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
A second problem is whether any observed sex differences could be due to other factors, such as differences in body size. The Cambridge team found that, on average, male infants had significantly larger brain volumes than did females. Yeah, don't get carried away with that one. And this was true even after sex differences in birth weight were taken into account. After taking this difference into total brain volume into account, at a regional level, females on average showed larger volumes in gray matter areas.
Yeah, they're smarter. Right?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what they'll tell you.
Yeah.
Gray matter areas related to memory and emotional regulation. while males on average had larger volumes in gray matter areas involved in sensory processing and motor control.
Thus, we can play basketball really well.
Yeah, and fix
right?
stuff. I'm not saying
Fix stuff.
people can't. There's not women out there that don't do that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
there's exceptions.
yeah, absolutely. This is like on the edge, right? I mean, as far as differences go. So I know a lot of smart women. Like I said, though.
You have binders full of smart women like Mitt Romney?
No, I don't. I cannot keep any kind of records like that. So.
All right. Dr. Alex Sampanidis, who Sampanidis, sorry. Dr. Alex Nice.
Go ahead.
Sampanidis, who supervised the study, said, quote, "This is the largest such study to date, and we took additional factors into account, such as birth weight, to ensure that these differences are specific to the brain and not due to general size differences between the sexes. To understand why males and females show differences in their relative gray and white matter volume, we are now studying the conditions of the prenatal environment using population birth records as well as in vitro cellular models of the developing brain. This will help us compare the progression of male and female pregnancies and determine if specific biological factors such as hormones or the placenta contribute, which is an organ, contribute to the differences we see in the brain, like a discardable organ after birth, End quote. The researchers stressed that the differences between males and females are average differences.
Dr. Carrie Allison, Deputy Director of the Autism Research Center, said, quote, "The differences we see do not apply to all males or females, or all females, but are only seen when you compare groups of males and females together."
Oh.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
There is a lot of variation within and a lot of overlap between each group. Professor Simon,
everybody's different, right?
Baron Cohen, is that how you pronounce that? Baron Cohen?
Yeah, that's not a joke either. Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah,
not joking
Simon.
around.
Yeah,
Simon. Maybe the brothers.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Director of Autism Research Center added, quote, "These differences do not apply the brains of males and females are better or worse. It's just one example of neurodiversity. This research may be helpful in understanding other kinds of neurodiversity, such as the brain in children who are later diagnosed as autistic, since this is diagnosed more often in males." Oh, I didn't know that.
Huh, I didn't know that either. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so interesting facts today.
Yeah.
I thought that when I saw that article, I told the producers we gotta talk about that.
Yeah, so just to give you a heads up on this, what I wanted to say, long story short, I used to drive a school bus, and sometimes our buses would break down and we'd have to reroute to go to pick up kids that were left after school. And usually when we got there, the kids were antsy. They wanted to get on the bus. It was always on a bad day, cold day, windy day, or whatever. Yeah. And there'd be a few administrators there, maybe a security guard. And I'd always roll up, and my rule of thumb was girls on first, boys on second.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So I opened this door, and these girls, I think they were girls, they look like girls, shout out, "What if you're non-binary?" And I said, well, first of all, I don't even know what that means. So if you fit the bill of a girl, get on the bus. If you don't, then you got to wait and get on with the boys. I don't know. That's the first time I've ever heard
chivalry,
that.
man. It's like, ladies first, open the door.
Yeah. And I didn't want them all sitting together because I didn't know them. That was not my route. So, but yeah, I just thought, just get your fanny on the bus and let's go. Let's get home. But anyway.
And if you don't want the door open for you, then open the door for me. I'll take it.
And if you want to buy me a sandwich on a date, buy me a sandwich on a date.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that. But non-binary, I don't.
Cisgender, spirit.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
Come on, man.
You could be a tree for all I care. Just get your fanny on the bus. So anyway.
All right, folks.
Have a good day, everyone.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the morning.
Yep, take care.